Welcome to our instructional video for the Starmobile Craft Kit. Today, if you got the note with your kit, you know you're going to need some sticks. I have a bunch here. You have some yarn in your kit, or you can get some if you don't have a kit. We've got some twine here. You might need some scissors, and the great thing about this craft is that's it. There is an off chance that you might want some glue. I'm not going to use it, but if you feel like you need it after you see this tutorial, you can also grab that. So the first thing we're going to do to make our stars is work with our sticks. Now, I like my sticks to be a little bit rough and kind of what we call rustic looking and natural looking. If you want your sticks to have very even ends, you can have a grown-up help you kind of use a saw or something sharp to even out those ends and make them less splintery. That's fine. You want 5 sticks for now. I know I said 6. You'll see what we do with the 6th one later. You want 5 sticks for now that are roughly the same length. So they don't have to be exact, but they have to be similar sizes. I've made mine about the length of my hand, which is probably about 6 inches or so for my star, and that will make a pretty good size star. I will show you in a minute. I have a bigger one that I completed earlier, and you can see how that looks in just a second. So the first thing we're going to do is take our sticks and arrange our star. So you can see I've got this one here, do that one as my across, and then got those 2 there for those legs, and these 2 here, and you can see that I'm kind of overlapping the ends of the sticks so that I don't want to put them so that they just barely touch. I want to overlap them a little bit so that we have room to attach them together. And you might have to play with your sticks a little bit and figure out which ones sit best going in which direction. Like this one is kind of curved, so I've got it on the bottom because it can curve up and meet those top ones. There you go. And you can see this is a little bit unsteady and unstable right now because I don't have it attached together in any way, and that's fine. We're about to fix that. So I'm going to, I think, start with these 2 sticks because they're on the top, and I want them, I know, to cross kind of like this. So I will take my twine and I will tie my 2 sticks together with a regular old knot, and they might still move around a bit after you've tied them. It's okay. Once we have the whole star, it's kind of going to hold itself steady, and we'll trim that. So we've got our first 2 sticks, and next we're going to take this one and tie it here, and you can see what I just did. In order to kind of keep things where I want them to be, sometimes it works to put them on the table and then take your string and slide it under, and then I will tie a knot. This is the place where you might also want to use glue. If you want, you can glue the sticks together. I like the way they look when they're tied with the knots and the string, and I like that we're using kind of all more natural stuff for the project. But if you're having trouble getting your knots to stay, or you're having trouble getting things to stick together the right way that you want them, you should absolutely feel free to use some glue and just put a dot of glue wherever two sticks meet, and that should hold it all together. So I'm going to, this one is going to have 2 knots to it because I want to hold this bottom bit here stable as well. I'm going to slide my string under this join. Sorry, it's hard to see with my hands in the way, I know. All right, there we go. Nice knot. And then most of them I'm not going to tie in the middle, but since this one is up at the top, I'm just gonna stabilize that a little bit. And you can do that for anywhere that you really don't want the sticks to move, but you feel like they're wiggling around a lot. So like this join right here is doing okay because this stick is between these 2 sticks, so it's holding it stable. Since this stick is kind of on an edge, it needed something here to hold it still. And then I've got this stick, and I wanted this one to be in the back. And if my sticks were a little longer or a little more flexible, I could do that, but you can see if I put it in the back now, it won't meet. So I'm gonna move this around to the front, but that means I'm also going to want to add some stability to this one, because now you can see it's kind of floating on the top. Maybe I'll put it underneath these 2. How does that go? That goes okay. It's also tough because this one stick is much bigger than all the other sticks, which is fine. It's just making it interesting to find its spot. So if you need to rearrange your sticks and move them around, that's fine. You might get through this and you say, you know, I want to go outside and find some different sticks. That's just fine. All right, so we're going to tie this down. All right, and we'll snip that. I'm going to snip some of these string ends so that they don't hang out too much. And ta-da! We have a 5-pointed star, and you can see what I mean. These are kind of loose, so probably what I'm going to do is tie another knot right there to hold it together. Anywhere you feel like your star needs some help holding together. You don't have to do it exactly the same as mine. You just want to end up with a 5-pointed star made out of sticks. And now that is very cool that you can make a 5-pointed star out of sticks. I'm not going to, you know, take away from that, but it doesn't look very decorative yet, does it? Let's fix that. So to do that, we're going to take our yarn, and we've been tying a lot of knots. We're going to tie one more. We're going to tuck this in at one of the points, and we're going to tie it in a knot. And then what we're gonna do is you're just gonna take your yarn and you're going to wrap it around your star. And you can kind of do this however you feel like. If you want to do a lot of yarn and wrap it really close together and kind of cover up the whole thing like this, you can do that. If you're more interested in it being kind of a fun, funky thing and you like seeing the sticks, you can just wrap a few times. Make sure that you wrap all the way around the back a couple times. That will also help hold your star stable. I'm gonna wrap this one. And you don't have to use all of the yarn that I gave you to do this. You can use some of it, you can use all of it. You can say, oh, you know, I liked a different color better that I have here at home. You can use different yarn. These make great Christmas decorations. If you want to make some Christmas decorations, you could use red or green. All right, and there we go. We're almost out of yarn. And so if you're using all your yarn up, make sure you leave what's called a tail there, because you're gonna do two things. The first thing you're gonna do is go down between on a point and tie a knot around it so that you have that end stable, and then you're going to take it and you're going to tie with the very, very end, leaving a big loop to hang it up. You're going to tie another knot around the stick and create a loop there, and ta-da! You have a stick star that you can hang up. And I have a second one that I made. This one has longer sticks, and I didn't wrap it with quite as much yarn. I wanted the sticks to kind of show. I liked it. I thought it was kind of autumny. And if you want, once you have a few stars made, you can use them alone as decorations, or the reason I told you to find 6 sticks is because you can always create yourself a mobile with your sticks and stars. So usually to make a mobile, I don't have any more long sticks left, but what I would want to do with these is use a stick that's a little bit longer or 2 sticks that are a little bit longer, and I would cross those just like we did with these and tie a knot, and then I would hang my stars from longer or shorter pieces of string so that they were all different heights, and hang them off my mobile. And I think that would look really pretty. So I hope you guys enjoy making some stars, and I hope that you like this craft, and I cannot wait to see what you make, and I will see you next week. Bye!